Coming up on this episode of The Brain Drain Show.
Did you knock your teeth out? Or?
No, the first two, I got headbutted. Another set, my skateboard hit me in the face. Yeah. Don't do drugs.
You get there on a Friday, you're getting shouted at by some random pair.
We're going to school cause more trouble because I got ADHD.
I always like going in the van with those guys, so that'll be really fun.
If you can do the 2 times table, you bless them.
I think, was it last year we went out and we both literally did the same thing. We both had the chain, same colour top, baggy trousers. We got a picture together and I was like, yeah.
My back foot kind of like missed the board. It felt like a backflip. First thing that hit the floor was the elbow. Dislocated and broke the elbow. My hand's just doing that uncontrollably.
Oh no. I used to ride indies when I was younger. And I think a few months later, Rob was like, oh yeah, like now you're on A3 Rock Solid. I was like, what?
Why don't you do it?
No, if we either both do it or we're not doing it.
Each little detail is so important for the creation of the end product.
Oh wait, I forgot what to say. Say it again. I'm OG, this is Alice. You've been watching the Brain Drain Show. Oh.
Hello and welcome to another episode of The Brain Drain Show with your trusty host, Forde Brookfield, joined to my left with my co-host,
Toby.
Toby, what's your full name, Toby?
You know
Just say it, come
Toby
on.
Batchelor.
Toby Batchelor. And joined to our left is two of Brums' finest skateboarders, Alice Smith and OG over here. If we can get a round of applause in the studio audience. If
Alice was like, I'm not clapping, I'm going to clap.
Fucking clap.
If for some reason you think OG's microphone sounds a bit raspy, it is just his husky, sexy voice.
How
So,
did you get that husky voice? What is it? Smoking 20
fags
Lucky Strike,
a day,
Lucky
10 spliffs, 5 vapes.
I mean,
a day.
Yeah.
He sounded like that for as long as I've known him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been
It's
going
a nice
on
voice.
since a young age.
I don't mind it. It's quite nice when you phone me. It's like,
Hello.
Hello, beautiful.
yeah, that's it.
What's
beautiful?
Where did we meet at a boardroom comp years ago? Was that one of the first times we met? Did we skate topless in a boardroom comp? Because the announcer was like, we want 3 people to skate topless. And I did a back bonus on the vert wall, and then you did the huge front side air.
Yeah.
Joining the two. Yeah.
And we was really drunk.
That was well
We
good.
had fun.
Yeah. I slammed and like puked up a bit of red
Can't
wine.
do that at events anymore, can you?
You're not allowed to drink at events
Not allowed.
anymore.
I think you can. I think it's just, we need someone to set up an event like that where it's just a bit more like DI fucking wine.
Like Black
You
Mass.
have to be wearing a helmet
Yeah.
to do that now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
imagine if Rob says, all right, Black Mass 3, everyone's got to wear safety gear.
Yeah.
There's no weed, no booze, no anything illegal.
I wouldn't turn up.
Yeah, people just, that's good, Black Mass for that, isn't it? Not that people do that there that
No,
I'm aware of.
not
I mean,
the not
as far
the
as I was
Forde
aware,
does
it's
that.
completely legal, straightforward.
Yeah. Everyone's signing in. Got helmets under the beanies. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Helmets under the beanies.
How big are the beanies?
Pretty big.
Big.
Could you get a helmet under your beanie?
Probably.
What is under your beanie?
Look
Just
how
a
much
bold
space he's
spot.
got in the top of it.
Just
Do you
a
pack it out so it's perfect?
No, because all my beanies have got hairlines stitched into them because I'm actually bald.
Are you actually bald?
So this is just built-in hair.
Nice.
Built-in hair.
Can I get
beanie
one?
with
It's built-in
Attached
hairline.
hair.
I'd love some hair.
No, you wouldn't suit it. I've never known you to actually have hair.
It doesn't grow.
Yeah, I saw a guy last summer who'd had hair transplant. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm losing my hair. It's thinning out.
Barely.
But I'm getting on a bit. But
That's true, you are
this
getting on a
guy,
bit.
he had really heavy receding hairline, worse than mine. And he'd had an implant, hair implants.
You can go to like Turkey for it, can't you?
Yeah, so he had. But so it
You
was
get it
like,
from the facial hair that they planted.
I didn't get it that deep with him. I just,
Do it off your pubes though.
I don't know. But anyway, so look, he had,
Yeah.
No, actually.
Yeah.
it was like healing, but it looked like his hairline from that part there was like really bad burns. And he's
Yeah.
like, I can't do any exercise or bend down for 6 weeks.
You can't bend down?
Yeah, because you put too much blood through it, it pops.
You have to wear a sweatband, don't you, to keep all the
think so,
compression
yeah.
down?
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's quite a full-on commitment, but
Shall we...
I'm not against it.
Shall we for the...
Can we get sponsored by a hair
I was
implant?
just about
I
to say,
would
shall
love a
we
hair
for
transplant.
for the season finale of the Brain Drain
It's
show?
not a season finale.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying in the future for a season finale. Shall we take you to Turkey and get you a hair transplant?
I'd rather get my teeth done. I'm more concerned about my teeth.
Who's
falling
got more hair
Go
than
to
me?
Turkey next year. Come
And
with
more
me.
teeth than me?
Yeah, we go. Where are you going? Are you having something done?
No,
Just
no.
holiday?
My dad's like West Asian, so
Oh, is
me
he?
and Zeph are going on like a little trip there.
Oh, nice.
To Greece and Turkey.
Well, I'll come with you. You guys can look after me when I come out with
Yeah.
big gnashes. And I'm like talking like that. Oh, the fuck's going on?
I've been reading though a lot of those. I've been watching a lot of random reels on Instagram.
Sorry.
Apparently, a lot of the ways that the Turkish take the teeth out, they're doing it wrong. So over time, they chip and disintegrate, and you're just left with your
Yeah,
nub.
I swear they've only got a lifespan of like 10 years.
Yeah, and
then
you have to get it
Yeah.
redone, and you're prone to like deep infections and.
Have you seen people pre-veneers when they're all grinded down, and it's like these little pins in your gum?
Yeah, it's fucked. It looks like
fucked.
vampire shit, doesn't it?
It looks
Yeah.
like Shane
Nice.
McGowan from the Pogues.
I don't think we didn't speak about it on Munson's episode, but I'm sure Munson won't mind me telling everyone what he was saying about when he went.
I mean,
to
a
Turkey.
bit late if he has, because it's in the Kate's episode.
Yeah,
but,
all right, there you
now,
go.
Now
But yeah,
live,
it sounds like pretty full on. Like they take you into hospital, do your blood tests and stuff. You go in and then they take your teeth out, put in like a temporary set of new ones, and apparently he was saying that they were big, like Freddie Mercury teeth.
Yeah.
And he woke up and was like in Turkey on his own, and he's like, "Fuck this!" His teeth are like, "Rah." And then the guy, because of the language barrier. Oh, here we go. Fraser's just airdropping us pictures of pre-veneered teeth. Fuck that. And then you go in the next day, and like they give you the real ones, which I don't know. Just do it all when you're under and get it done.
I wonder if you get to choose like the gradient of the tooth.
Yeah, you can
they're
choose the colour and the
So why is
size.
everyone's getting them pure white? But I think I'd want them a little bit more beige.
I want them more yellow.
Yeah,
I'd want to go for
because
full-on
your natural tooth isn't meant to be pure white. It's meant to be like a cream. I think I'd rather my teeth slowly rot out with age than get them all plucked out.
Just get dentures. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you got them, haven't you? Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, got dentures.
Cool. Right.
Let's go on to the denture chat.
Onto the what?
Denture pod.
Denture pod.
Dench cast.
Well, did you knock your teeth out, or is it?
Uh,
Or you don't have to tell us.
Was it a mixture of bad things?
No, the first tooth I lost, I got headbutted. Then another set, my skateboard hit me in the face and knocked the other two out. And then, they decline. Once you lose one, they all start rotting. Then you lose them all. I've got about 6 teeth on top.
6
No,
teeth
4,
left.
sorry, 4. But yeah.
So you have to like pop it out every night and clean it and all that
Yeah.
shit. It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Do you want to try them on?
No thanks.
Take them out.
Oh, go on, put them in your mouth.
There you go.
I'm not. No.
There you go.
No, can you just look at the camera and smile? Can we get
Don't
that?
do drugs.
There's the thumbnail for you.
Does it feel like weird, like when you first got that denture? Was it like?
Yeah, it's horrible.
And can you like? Does it restrict you in any way? This is really riveting.
No.
Riveting stuff. You can just eat whatever.
Means you can eat
Smoke
sugar.
as much cigs as you
Yeah,
want
you can do
now.
whatever you want, and then
No repercussions.
you just put them in a bowl with a tablet, and they go back to pearly whites.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I assume you get used to it in time.
Never
So
get
first,
to it.
surely you're feeling all the metal that's resting on the rest of the teeth, right, or the plastic.
Plastic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hated dentists when I was younger. I didn't go to the dentist for years. So, when did you guys start skating?
2014, I first picked up a
Right.
board around that, so probably about 20 years after you.
Yeah, I think 2000, 1999.
That's when you started.
Yeah,
What was the inspo for both of you to get into skateboarding?
Tony Hawk's.
Because it'll be nice to hear, because it's two
Tony
different
Hawk's.
generations.
Tony Hawk's
of
pro
who got it.
skater, yeah, played it.
Yeah. Was you the pro skater era then? Because that's what I was
Yeah,
as well.
100%, yeah.
100%. What about you, Alice?
I watched this skate video called Quaked.
Quaked?
And
Never
it's
heard of
in
that.
Christchurch just after the earthquake.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
these skaters making use of this natural disaster, and it like fucking blew my mind that
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, disaster happened, these skaters were like utilising the environment to their advantage and making something good out of it. And I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's fucking sick. And then skaters in the town that I grew up in always seem to have fun and
Kidderminster.
Yeah. Nice sense of
Kiddie.
community.
Is that what the locals call it? Kiddie.
And I used to like be going around town and I just see them all hanging out and having fun. I'd be like, yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
go into it.
Yeah, and I got into it.
Were you like the only girl that started skating?
Yeah, there was like maybe 1 or 2 girls that would like cruise a little bit.
Yeah.
But they weren't like properly into it or like on it. So like I think it took about 5 years of skateboarding to properly skate with like another girl that was like properly into it, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wanted to talk about it because, I mean, I've been skating quite a while, and it is really only in the last 10 years that girl skaters have come in, and skating is supposed to be all-encompassing,
It claims to be.
Yeah,
But whether
all
that
welcoming.
happens
But
in practice is
still,
a
why
whole
is it
different-
taking that long for girls to pick up?
Because
coming
guys
into
are fucking
skating?
shit, man. Like, they can be. Like, honestly, some men that I meet in the scene are so lovely, but then that small majority is just so fucking loud with it.
Yeah.
Like, even now I still get comments, but when I was younger, it's like if I showed up to a skate park, it was all eyes on me. Like, well, that's what it felt like anyway. Just felt like
how that must. I mean, that would do my fucking head in.
Yeah, it put me off.
I mean, that's why I don't
didn't really
skate
go to
with
skate
anyone.
parks that much when I was younger. It's only when I met my group of friends
Yeah.
that I'd go to the skate park with them, but like I wouldn't go by myself.
Did you ever get like in the early days? Or I mean, even now, did you get like guys being outwardly dicks?
Yeah.
And like, how do you deal with that?
They'd either be dicks or they'd be noncy. You know, it's one way or another, but either way, it's two different sides of the same coin of like men being fucking weird.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for guys, I guess, to sort of understand that side of it. But
yeah,
I mean, there's
it's
loads of
worry. Even when there's men in the scene that be nice to me, like it's like, what's the motive behind that?
Yeah, it must be weird, never knowing what men want, because like men are sneaky like
exactly,
that.
because I've had like male skater friends that I genuinely thought I was really good friends with, and then we'll be at a house party and they'll try it on with me, and I'd be like, I'm not into it. And then suddenly they stop being friends with me. It's like, oh, okay, that's why we were friends, not because we had fun skating. And there's been quite a few times where like thought I had good friends, and then something like that would happen, and it's like, okay, that's it.
Hell, that sounds tricky to get through.
Yeah, but I think nowadays it's easy to spot them from a fucking mile away. Like you can tell straight away.
Have you got a good radar for that?
Yeah.
Bullshit and non.
Yeah,
bullshit
10 years. Of, 10 years of
Yeah.
experience in shitty skater men.
Yeah, it must be pretty tough.
I think generally though, Brums not so bad now.
Yeah.
There's the odd dickheads, but we know who the dickheads are, and we know they keep
don't
away,
hang
we
around
keep
with
away.
them.
Yeah. Like,
But I
pretty
mean,
easy to spot.
There's so many girl skaters now. It's
I
amazing.
still don't think it's where it should be, man.
No, of course not. But in the
It's
short
better, it's
time
definitely
that
better.
Yeah, because
it's
growing
like,
up, I
there's
just
never
had,
been any
like
girl
Helen
skaters.
Along,
Yeah.
Lois Pendlebury, Lucy Adams, like that was it.
I mean, I'm thinking back to the only girl skater when I first moved to Derby was Becky from Burton, who was friends with Harry and all those guys.
Yeah.
But there's,
But even on the street scene, I still don't think there's that many like girls and non-binary people that like. A lot of them kind of just go into the comp scene, which is obviously still fucking sick. But in the street scene, I still don't think there's many non-men that like are properly on it, which is a shame. Like there's definitely the potential, but I think like in Birmingham anyway, like there's like less than 5 of us that regularly go out skating that I know of anyway. Like there's not many.
I sort of have the mindset, and I don't know whether I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot with this, but like you go skating with whoever, as long as they're not. I gotta say can't say can't, can I? That's another.
As long as they're not dicks.
Like it goes across everything. As long as they're not a fucking idiot,
Douchebag.
you'll go skating with them.
Yeah.
So, but I don't,
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But,
yeah,
but
I don't know.
I've had guys before where like, I think it was a few years ago at Bournebrook, I tried to do a front rock and bailed, and this guy came up to me, he's like, you should do this, this, and this. Like proper over-explained to me.
And then you see them do a front rock and they're shit.
And I was like, oh, can you front rock? And he was like, no. I was like, so shut up then. I can front rock, I just bailed. And it's like, so then whenever men kind of give you advice, it reminds you of those occasions where you have been like mansplained to or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always the context, and it's always the context.
I see it on both
more often
sides
than
as
not,
well.
men giving me advice is like, it's sometimes just communicated in a way where it's like, I know better.
Sometimes
I
advice
think
is welcome
sometimes-
though.
yeah,
but like,
yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
you don't need
If
advice.
it's my homie
like,
that's giving me advice, then it's more
But even for
welcome,
men,
like, yeah,
do you know
tell
when
me.
like someone's trying to do a trick and they're getting all their mates are giving them input and their mates couldn't do that trick if they tried. I think sometimes you just got to leave people to like figure it out.
exactly. And I think sometimes people do it as like, I've got more authority over you to be able to do this trick, and like I'm better, so like I don't know.
Yeah.
But I suppose if you haven't got that lived experience, then it does just feel like you're helping someone out.
It might be that
But it's received different
they
to
are
how
socially
intentions are.
inept anyway. Maybe when they're trying to help someone out, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are.
But if someone's trying to give me advice on a trick they can't even fucking do,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
can
that's
do, it's
just-
like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
just go away.
When did you? So did you say 10 years ago? You 2014.
Nearly
When
10
did you start
years.
getting hooked up? What was the first kind of your way in with sponsors and stuff like that?
Because your progression in skating and being in the public eye of skating has been really quick,
Yeah.
in my opinion. It kind of went like, boop.
Yeah, it was through COVID, which was
Yeah.
fucking scary because like pre-COVID, I don't know, I was on like Artemis, had like a few smaller sponsors, like.
You've always been sick though, even back in unit days. Then it was just a bit.
Yeah, but I just wasn't on it
as
that
popular
much.
as well, was it?
Yeah. Like I skated with you when I was like 17 for the first time, I think, when we went to NAS. But that was COVID because obviously no one was doing anything.
Yeah.
And like everyone was on social media, and I think that was when I properly started skating more, because this was when Kings Norton, this is when we used to go there more, and there was nobody there. So I was like, okay, if I want to learn to skate ramps and stuff, like this is my opportunity because no one else
it's
fucking
chances now.
yeah, so I was still working through COVID, so I'd go to work, get back, And then me and my friends would go to Kings Norton for like 2-3 hours by ourselves, and I'd just be like, okay, I'm skating ramps. Like I always wanted to skate ramps, but I just couldn't.
Yeah.
So like obviously I was skating more, I was filming more because everyone was on their fucking phones. My social media just kind of got a bit of attention, but it was just weird coming out of COVID. Like pretty much no one knowing me to quite a few people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Now you're Insta famous.
That's what I mean. It just boomed so quick.
Yeah, it was kind of horrible.
Yeah. Like
I
that
didn't
quick,
like
that quick
it.
shock of just like, what?
We have to deal with the hate comments, and we just all comment back when they start being
Yeah, man,
negative.
Yeah, do you get a lot of that?
Not as much nowadays because I don't really use TikTok as much anymore.
Right.
But like before.
Oh, is it mainly through TikTok?
Yeah. That's where you get most of the
do you think
incel
that's
kids.
the target audience of TikTok?
Yeah, it's
because
little
they're
kids.
younger, so they're like, "Why's your
Yeah.
girl doing this?" And
Yeah,
it's like, well,
literally.
you can't do it.
It's
Like,
mad the stinking
I had-
comments is
Yeah,
there.
man, I had people telling me that I looked homeless. I had one person be like, I can tell you haven't got parents. I was like, oh,
Fucking
okay.
hell.
Like, yeah, I had some fucking gnarly comments, to be fair. Like, people can be
Does
horrible.
it get to you?
Nah, you just gotta laugh at them.
Yeah.
I had this one guy be like, oh, you don't look very comfortable on your skateboards. And I just reply like, oh, comfortable on your mum, though. That usually shuts them up.
That is good.
Yeah, you just
That
have
is
to
good
reply with your
comeback.
mum jokes, and you got to stoop
Yeah.
down to their level of maturity, and then they're just like, your
Yeah.
mum. You know?
That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, I hear you say your mum jokes quite a lot.
Wait, hold on a second. We need to talk about who's supporting this episode of the Brain Drain Show, the podcast that you're enjoying listening to right now. Who is it?
It is Deez Nutz Hardware.
Deez Nutz is available in over 50 skate shops and skate parks up and down the country. They also support over 30 skateboarders, some of which have pro bolts, including
So we got Ellie Forde, Joe Hinson,
Eddie Belvedere,
Eddie Belvedere.
Jordan Thackeray.
Oh, they're
Jesus
1-inch
Christ.
ones. You can have the 1-inch.
Whose are those? The Eddie Belvedere?
I'm going to
One
go
of
for the
favourites.
Jordan Thackeray 7/8. Thank you very much, Deez Nutz. Thank you for being a show sponsor and supporting what we do. Those guys all have pro model bolts with their own specific colorway truck bolt and sticker pack.
So if you're wanting a high quality skateboarding hardware bolt for a low cost, make sure you check out Deez Nutz. Make sure you grab a pack from Rollersnakes if your local skate shop doesn't have them, and hit up Deez Nutz on Instagram. Drop them a follow. Any parting words about these fine bolts, Toby?
Big ups, Deez Nutz, for supporting the show.
Thank you for supporting the show. Right, back to the podcast.
What was your... Because you got a NikeSB, didn't you? How did that happen? Was that during COVID or
I think it was
post-COVID? Or...
maybe near the end of COVID. It was Vaughan that got me on.
Yeah.
Mm.
Big ups, Vaughan. He's coming
yeah,
on.
Vaughan,
We got him booked for January.
Nice,
He's coming on.
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, still haven't met him.
Yeah, I've only met him a couple of times. but
Yeah, he
nice
seems
Really
dude.
nice,
guy.
lovely
Yeah, nice
guy.
dude.
Yeah, he got me the hook
An
up.
old legend of Birmingham, weren't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's from
Yeah.
your neck of the woods.
He's from
isn't he?
Worcester, isn't he?
Yeah.
Then Lovenskate as well.
Yeah, and that, I think that was before Nike, I think. I'm pretty sure it was Lucy that recommended me to Stu, because I think Lucy was the first person that hit me up. And then obviously I got into contact with Stu. I think we had a few phone calls and then finally met. And yeah.
Stu's
Lovenskate's been
incredible.
great. Yeah, man, Stu's amazing, isn't he?
Stu's
He's like one of the
good-
nicest people.
A good dude.
And I've been on a couple of trips with them. Really fun bunch, really enjoy skating with them. Yeah, I'm really grateful.
Yeah, we had questions on recently. I'm just editing his episode now because he used to skate for Lovenskate years ago.
Yeah.
And when he's talking about when he had to leave Lovenskate, you know, going on heroin, Stu was that accepting of it that, like, on the podcast, questions got really emotional about it.
Bless
And
him.
I was like, that's just how good Stu is,
Yeah.
because there's been some people, when we had Hinson on, who also rode for brands that you did, that when he wanted to move on to another one, they were just like, you're not going to make it. And it's like, it's like, look, if that thought is already in their head that they're going to do it, why just try and prolong it and try and shoot them down?
Stu just wants the best for people, and that's where it comes from.
Just
He
be
cares
like, do
more
what
about
you're doing.
The
I think
individual people on the brand than
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he wants us all to be happy.
That's kind of... We spoke about that, didn't we? That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to leave something and move on, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't owe each other anything.
No.
Like
No.
you've both got out what you've put in, and like
Yeah.
if someone gives you
Yeah.
boards and you've given clips or you've put
Yeah.
out their brand,
Yeah.
you've both
you-
done the job.
If you like it or not, it's a not contract, but contracted
just a
agreement. You know
transaction,
what I mean?
innit?
Like it's
Yeah.
helping each
Yeah.
other out to
Yeah,
grow
yeah.
something.
And if you only care about someone for as long as they're on your team, then you don't really care about them. You just care about how they look with your team.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of using them as like a market prop.
And skateboarding
Something
don't
to
really
further
make money
your-
in the UK. There's no money in skateboarding. It's like if anyone's
I don't know. I've seen the size of your gold chains.
Yeah,
Someone's doing all right.
that's all work hard. Yeah, but yeah, no, there's no money in skateboarding. So it's like if you're in it for the money, you're in the wrong game, and
Yeah.
go become a footballer.
Everything has to be like a love project,
Yeah,
really,
it's
or
a passion
DIY
project,
project.
yeah.
That's what we described Lovenskate has it for like an art project, and Stu completely appreciated that comment. He's like, it did start as like an art expression project.
He used to do those zines and stuff as well, didn't he?
That's how he got into
that's how it started. Yeah,
that whole like making
DIY
screen printing and stuff like that.
So.
Yeah. When did you first start getting hooked up?
Yeah, what was your first hookups?
Fracture. I was on Fracture when I was like 16.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is that the chop company?
No, it's a board company. But like, I think it was mainly
TKC's price point.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the level like Enough, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it was.
a basic beginner.
So like
Was I alive?
When he was 16, probably not.
What year was that?
At 1987, so what, 16 years from that?
Don't know, I'm not good at maths.
I think I was
Producer
like 5.
Fraser.
You're asking me, I ain't got a fucking clue.
I'm terrible with numbers.
Yeah, so like...
That was like 03, wasn't
probably
it?
2003-ish, yeah.
It's kind of roughly when I started getting into skating.
Yeah.
That was like the BAM Destructo Adio.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's how I remember skating, as being like, whoa, BAM, this guy skates cool and he's fit as fuck.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, that was
I
like...
know who I've found.
I got on Fracture and like, just... what else? I used to get a bit from Crew Clothing through the distro and stuff like that, and then...
Oh, Rad, that would have been at a similar time as like Avi getting on Crew Clothing as
I
well.
forgot he was on all that.
Yeah, and then, just...
Are you on Ideal as well?
Well, no, so when I first started skating, there was another shop in Birmingham called Warp Sports, and like they were kind of like, they did all the sports, so they did like BMX, rollerblades.
Perfect for you then, right?
Well, yeah, I can do it all. I can't really. But now, so like, when I first started skating, my nan just took me to a skate shop to get my first skateboard, and it just happened to be Warp Sports. And then, as all skate shops are kind of similar, so it's like they were welcoming, and then they had their own skate park. So like, I never used to really like. My nan never used to like make me go to school, so like she just dropped me off at the skate park, and like the people at Warp Sports kind of like just.
Did you grow up living with your nan?
Yeah,
right,
yeah. So like,
she didn't make you go to school or anything. She was like,
really,
"Fuck that, you go skating."
Yeah. Well,
she was like, "OG, go skating."
Going to school caused more trouble
school.
because I got ADHD. So like, school hated me. So skateboarding was easier. So
do you think with ADHD being more accepted and more understood, do you think if you went back to school now it would be a different thing for you?
Well, no,
I don't know, because like,
no, not talking about his age.
like having what people say ADHD is, it's kind of like I kind of don't believe in it as well. I'm like, it's just like it's kind of who I am. So it's like
it's what's built into you.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it?
it's like I don't see it as an illness or nothing, but it's just like I'm not made for school, so like I never went to school from like 13. I was always like in and out or getting kicked out, and it's like it hasn't affected my life any like school's kind of bullshit, and it's like they teach you stuff that you're never going to use later in life, so it's like
it's critiquing everyone there under the same book just makes no sense. Like,
you're learning stuff that doesn't matter in the real world.
There's that picture where I saw like it says like the school system, and it's got like a monkey and a banana in a tree, and it's got every range of animal, and it's like, right, climb the tree and get the banana. It's like not everyone can do it, so why are we teaching everyone under the same rule of it just it makes no sense.
I mean,
I think it's stupid.
I mean, they do teach you a lot of nonsense, don't they?
Yeah,
I can't really think back
life,
to anything other than just general life skills.
Skateboarding
and stuff like
learning
that.
how to do taxes and deal
like,
with a
yeah,
workplace
yeah.
environment.
I left school, moved out when I was 18, and then had no idea how to sort out my bills, how to sort out anything like that.
You learn that shit as you go along.
I had to ask people, I was like, how did I not know this in school?
Skateboarding taught me most of my life lessons. Like, taught me how to be a man. It taught me how to like grow up, if you know what I mean. So it's like just being left.
It kind of makes you grow up fast because the environment, especially what you were growing up in, and like say like myself, it seemed harder in skating at that time to grow up in it.
My son Rex, he was doing his homework the other night. He was doing the 16 times table. Now, when is that ever going to come in handy? Because I've
got a calculator. What do I need to know?
Remember when they used to say you're not going to have a calculator in your pocket for the rest of your life?
But we do, don't we? Yeah. But so like,
prove them wrong.
But like, I mean, we did up to like 12 times tables, but why 16? Why is it going up that high? Like,
I can't times anything.
If you can do the 2 times table, you're blessed, isn't it? Like 2 times 2 is 4. You know what I mean? Blessed. But skateboarding teaches you everything you need to know in life, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Like, if you're younger, you hang out with older people. Yeah. They teach you what you need to know. So whether it's right or wrong, or it's a good life choice, but like you kind of get to make your own decisions. So it's like.
when you first move out and you're trying to find your fucking gas, electric and water meter, I can remember moving out into my first flat and calling my mum, and I was like, where do I find it and who do I call? And she's like, oh, the letters all just come to you and you just got to chase it up. And it seemed at first like it's a big fucking deal, but then you just do it, and you just figure it out. But there's no teaching at school of like, this is what you're gonna do.
They could really, everyone could benefit from that at school, like how to do like
how to pay your bills,
like credit cards, all that kind of thing.
How to cook your dinner would help. You know what I mean? That keeps you alive.
And, like credit scores as well, like so much important stuff.
You know what I was thinking as well. Like I know it's morbid, but like how to deal with depression and stuff. Like, stuff like that. Because I know loads of people that left school and they just went into the ultimate worst shit because they didn't know.
Like how to look after yourself properly.
I didn't know until I went to therapy like a year and a half ago how to deal with a load of shit, and it's taken me like 30 years.
And school counsellors are a load of fucking garbage as well.
Yeah.
Like they'll just tell you to like.
And sometimes the best counsellors, in life can be like your friends, and it's like like they can understand you and like you can just talk to them.
I just got sick of hearing like, oh, just have something to eat and have a good sleep.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
some mental health advice is so stupid.
But yeah, school. Yes, school. Yeah.
When did Karma Skateboards come onto the scene?
Yeah, because you both rode for that and Supertoxic wheels as well.
I started riding.
I'm just going to get comfortable for this one.
About 10 years ago, really. So like it was under different ownership when I started, so it had a different vision. It like so Adam.
10 years ago.
Yeah. So
I could have swore that was just like the last few years, like.
No, so like 10 years ago, like when I worked at Unit 360, so we started stocking Karma. So then I made friends with Adam because I was the manager of the skate park. So I started buying stuff, and then like he saw my Instagram and Facebook, and then like he started. At first, I was like on a trade deal where I could buy my own boards to trade, ride them, and then eventually I just started getting free boards, and then it kind of grew from there. But I think Adam's a lovely guy, and he always looked after us. But like he realised that skateboarding weren't making him no money, and having a big skate team was just costing him money. So like it used to be run by I5, and they kind of sold it on. And then like once it got sold on, it got sold to the new owners. And at first it was great. Like the new owners, Adam and Jane sold it to the new owners with the pretense that I'm the team manager. OG's kind of gonna run it. You're going to bankroll it, do whatever. And like at first it's all hunky-dory. I don't know what goes on behind the backgrounds. It's like if you sell someone the dream, like buy my skateboard company, you're going to make millions, and you believe it, you're delusional. But it's like that's the dream they were sold. That's what happened. They put loads of money into it. And then, so like that lasted for like 5 years. And it just went, it was sick at first. We did loads of trips. Maybe
that's why I thought it were recent. Because you started actually doing stuff for
it. Because there was no budget before. Like Adam had the company because he loved it, and then like giving people skateboards ain't cheap, and it's like if skateboards, like the profit margin on selling to shops isn't as high as people need it to be, because skateboards aren't cheap to make. So it's like now I've started Casino, you realise how much money people do put in,
and how little.
You don't get nothing. So
you're basically making enough just to kind of up your next run of boards. But then you still got to sit on it and wait for that money to come back. So it's a big loss to get drips and drabs back.
I think there's like a common misconception that you get a board brand because it's dead easy to make a board brand.
Dead easy.
And you'll be raking it in.
It's not the case.
Nobody's selling that many boards.
No, not in the UK. It's a small market. There's about 180 shops.
It's already oversaturated with so much stuff.
So it's probably got more brands than most countries.
More shops. We've probably got more brands than shops, to be fair. Like it's like when the Karma Vision started, it was all good, and we were selling. They've sold more boards than ever. When the new owners took over, we started making the boards, changing the graphics, doing the trips, getting in the magazines.
Giving it an actual face.
It had an identity. People were hyped on it. So it's like, once that happened, we started selling more boards. So like part of my role was the sales rep. So I was the team manager, sales rep. And like we're getting into shops, and like to pay me to do that, it takes time. So I'm not going to do it for free. So like my wages were my wages. And then
that's another thing with skateboarding. We've said it a million times. Everyone's kind of in skating. They're just like, just do it.
Yeah.
Go on, just do it. But
Well,
if you're like, well, I need to be compensated, they're like, what?
Yeah, so
What?
like,
I don't know what that word
Still
means.
like-
I ran the team. I managed the social media. I did all the sales. I handled like sales and social media management was 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh, yeah.
You were
it's like,
so on it all the
yeah,
time.
it's like you can't not do it. So it's like
Yeah.
as you do all that stuff, and then you're organising the adverts, the trips, and like I'm not getting any younger, so I've got a family. So it's like when I take away time from my family, I want to be paid for that. So
Yeah,
it's almost
yeah.
like
100%.
So.
And you were constantly working as well. You were always asking us for clips,
Yeah.
always getting us out.
I was
And
the
you
always
organ
fun,
grinder, weren't I?
Constantly.
Yeah.
You
And
And
worked
you're
so
doing all that,
hard.
and you're probably still not getting paid the amount that you deserve to be
No,
paid.
I had
as
to
well.
work a normal job to do it. I had to have a real job in the real world. And like, I was at my real job doing other stuff that didn't pay me a third of what was like minimum wage or whatever. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but yeah, I did it because I love the brand. I love the team. The team kept me there for 5 years. So it's like,
the team was great.
the team was a family. So like, we grew.
Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah.
Well,
It was really
when the
solid.
first owners, when the new owners took over, we all got together. We'd never all met, and from that first trip, the bond was just formed because everyone was nice, and it was just like,
Was that in Scotland?
yeah.
Oh, that was a Scotland trip.
Yeah, the Scotland trip. That was like, it was one of my favourite trips. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were on Supertoxic, weren't you?
Yeah,
Which
and
was...
I got on Supertoxic after the Scotland trip, I
Yeah,
think, maybe a few months after.
I've been asking you for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I got on just after.
What was your experiences with this scenario?
The team was great. Like
Yeah.
the team was great. I think that's probably also what kept me there so long, same as you.
Yeah.
Was like we just had so much fun on trips. Everyone was great. Even in the group chat, we were like constantly always talking in the group chat.
Yeah, the banter was real.
Yeah, the
wasn't it?
banter was great, man. We had so much
You get
fun.
cancelled for the banter.
Yeah.
That's a WhatsApp group, isn't it?
No, it's Instagram. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Instagram.
we had
Yeah.
fun, man. Like we
So-
just ripped the shit into each other.
Yeah, we
Constant
did. Yeah.
toothless pictures from you every morning.
Yeah. Sometimes
Like,
me pooing.
pooing
Really?
without teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
Pooing without teeth. Oh my god.
Yeah.
like, you know, bird's eye fucking view as well.
Yeah.
What, with the V line and everything?
Yeah, man.
Oh, gee, man. Come on.
Gotta
Put
keep
that
everyone
on a
their
board.
toes. Yeah.
God.
But yeah, it was fun when it was fun.
And then the fun stopped.
And then it just, things kind of started to go a bit wrong. Like,
It seemed to go shit really quick.
yeah, literally over the
How
space
did
of
it
like
go
a couple
shit
months,
really
wasn't
quick?
it?
It was just like, I never sold no one the dream. I did my job, and it is what it is. But it's like when someone starts coming at you with figures, it's like I can't change the figures. So when Karma was took over by the new owners, it was in 1 or 2 skate shops. By the time we finished the journey of where we got to, it was probably in like 40 skate shops. So it's like, in my eyes, that's a win already because more people are riding
yeah,
it.
it is.
Every day, someone's tagging us in a story saying just bought a Karma board, and
Yeah.
it's like if you're in it for the money, you need to get a different job, and that's literally it. So it's
Were they pushing then that they wanted more from you?
at first, no. So like for the first couple of years, it was just plodding along. Everyone was loving it, and I think like maybe they got into a financial situation where they did their accounts, did their books, saw what they'd spent, and in all fairness, they probably had spent what they put in the money that needed to be put in to do the job, but you're never going to recoup that. It's like
Yeah, it's almost like a marketing write-off, isn't it? Like,
yeah, you've got to have like. Every drop, like with the casino stuff I've done, I'm at a lot. I've only been going like 6 months now, and I'm already probably a couple of grand loss into it because I've been doing advertisements and like just producing the product and stuff like that. It's like you got to pay the artist, you got like, and they're little things that was getting on like making it harder with Karma. It was like Rob did all the photography for all the adverts, editing the image, and like at first the prices would be paid and then they'd be negotiated, and it's like. Some people were helping out because they were my mate, so it's like I'd be like, "Oh, come on, we're homies, help me out." Like, do you know what I mean? And then it's like, but that only goes so far. So it's like, and then it's my problem when I've got to go back to him and be like, "I can't pay you that much," but it was already agreed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I can remember you mentioning to me about filming a trip, and we were talking about it, and I was like, because I just liked what you were doing, I was like, mate, I'll just do it for a fraction of the price because I just want to be involved in the team and the trip because they seemed good.
yeah.
Like, I would have been happy to do that.
I believe I thought it too, and then it's just at the end it all went sour. And like,
what were they
Didn't end on good
wanting?
terms.
What were they? You said like they came at you kind of almost wanting more.
basically, they
Like,
took
what
on,
else did they want?
they took on a new member of staff at the place that basically wanted to do what I was doing. That's how I feel. Whether that's true or
Non-skateboarder.
not. Yeah. So like there was new visions coming in, new
I
ideas.
mean, that's a clear
And
way
just
to
like
fuck things up, isn't it?
The inner workings, you could just tell were not influenced by someone who knew skateboarding.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so many things were being implemented, like artwork, like adverts being ran at like skate parks and stuff. You know, like so many things where it's like if you're a skateboarder, you'd know that doesn't go.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm quite old school and to the point. Like if I think it's shit, I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even being nasty. Sometimes I'll even like confer with like a few people to make sure it's not just me pushing my opinion.
Yeah.
Because like, I think it's important to take on other people's opinions because some of the things so you have to take other people's opinions in because like my vision might not always be the right vision. So like normally when I have an idea or something, there'll be a couple of ideas and then I'll speak to a few people and then once I get the majority feeling on that idea, then we go with it. But
Like you'd always communicate with us.
yeah, I'd always
before
check the
something got
team.
relayed back
Yeah.
to like higher up or whatever. It would never just be you.
But,
Like, we'd always discuss
but yeah,
it.
so someone else got involved. My wages started getting reduced, and then eventually it was
expected
like,
more and more.
yeah, they were like, it kind of got to the point where we want you to stay on the team, we want you to manage the team, but we're not going to pay you anymore. And I'm just like, kind of like, I'm 36 years old,
You're
like,
mugging yourself off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can buy my own boards if I need to, and then so like it got
And,
just
like,
got to that point.
Bearing in mind the pro riders probably weren't being treated as well as they could have been either. Like none of the pro riders were paid.
Yeah.
And like I understand that money's difficult in it, but like I feel like you need to be transparent with that kind of stuff. If I'm buying somebody's pro board, I'm doing it under the impression that
You're supporting them.
that I'm supporting them and they're getting some money from that.
Well, that's the definition of
Yeah.
pro.
Yeah, literally.
If you're professional, you
Literally.
gain money from doing something.
So like how many people must have bought people's pro boards on Karma in the impression they're supporting their favourite skateboarder,
Yeah.
when in reality like that was not going to the skateboarder. Because yeah.
And like, I had to explain that, like, I'd get the team messaging me going, is there any chance of some royalties? And I'm like, I'm sure there is, because in my mind, that's just how it runs, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
but
how it should be.
you just get hit with a wall and like, I don't wish them any badness. Like, I hope they do well with what they're doing, but like my time in that position was just,
Yeah.
if it's like, it might have been a bit like arrogant or whatever, but if it was, because I'd been there so long doing what I was doing, if it wasn't going to be done my way with the team that I was representing, I didn't want to. If it was going to change, I didn't want to do it because even that's why when I left, the whole team left with me. And
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Literally like 10 of us left in the space of like a week or two.
Yeah.
Like
And if that doesn't stand for what was going on, wasn't feeling right,
Yeah.
then it wasn't just my feelings.
yeah, exactly.
When everyone left, weren't they still posting photos
Yeah.
of team riders
Yeah,
saying
Oh, that
they-
weren't on
they
the
sh-
team?
They blocked us all from viewing their story and then reposted a picture of Cal, even though Cal was at this point riding for Casino.
Yeah.
So Cal messaged them being like, this is a conflict of interest. I ride for Casino now. Like, don't use my pictures. And I think they did it again. But I'm not 100% on that.
Well, it just shows you, doesn't it? Like the people don't know skating. They don't understand the ins and outs
Because
of
you're
it.
putting
If you
Cal
can-
in
can't
like a
do
difficult
that.
position as well. Like, he
Yeah.
just doesn't ride for you anymore. Why are you still trying to gain
When I,
capital from his pictures?
when I did my leaving post, like I put my little statement saying I'm leaving, just to let everyone know that it's nothing to do with me because I didn't want to be associated.
Yeah.
Not for like bad blood or nothing. And like at the end, I put because it's not ran by skateboarders. Like they threatened me with legal action and stuff like that.
What,
Yeah.
because of that statement?
Yeah, they said that I'd be hearing.
So they know that
I
that's.
got threatened with legal action as well.
It's amazing that freedom of speech almost doesn't exist
Well,
in their minds.
they said you'll be hearing from our lawyers, and I was just like, "Sweet,
We
see you
didn't
in
hear from our
court."
lawyers.
like, what? How's that going to go? You're going to go to court? They posted about leaving on Instagram.
And it's not run by skateboarders.
Stuff like that is just going to get laughed out
Just
of
be
a
like,
court.
there's nothing there.
There's not a leg to stand on with.
Drop in on that
And it's
quarter
like-
pipe and prove us all wrong, innit?
You know, we'd all left fairly quietly. Like,
We did, yeah.
We all left pretty quietly.
Everyone could have
considering-
put something up.
yeah,
pretty harsh.
But we did all
But
leave
you
quietly.
didn't.
But then as soon as they started reposting pictures of like, you know, people on the team that no longer rid for the team, after those people had already said don't post me,
Yeah.
instead of just respecting it and being like fair enough, let's move on, they blocked us all from their story and then reposted it.
Yeah.
It's like come on, we could have just all been quiet about it, but
And
whatever.
do they not know that people will see that and they'll send
people
you
are
that
friends with
post
us, people will
anyway?
show us.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking
come on,
idiots.
like, it's fucking.
And it's all about
douchebags.
Chinese whispers anyway, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like if we're not on Instagram, we like I'll tell Alice or you'll tell so like, and it just goes down the line.
Yeah.
Don't it? It's
And
like,
then it gets worse and worse
yeah,
anyway.
it's like
so
you
it's
can
like,
say about people putting posts that are damaging, but also people talking behind closed doors does the damage anyway. It's like.
So through all that happening, you started Casino.
Yeah. So like, I was at the point where I was just like, do I just buy my own skateboards, or I kind of have enough people around me to form a team, and I kind of just wanted to do it. I don't want to make any money from it. If it runs itself or I have to put a bit of money in, that's cool. But
as long as it's ticking over,
it's just a bit of fun. It's a passion project. Like I do it because I love skateboarding, and it was kind of like I wanted to show how I do it as like my brand. So.
Yeah.
And are you still doing the same thing where, you know, you said you have some ideas and then you pass it on to the team? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, everyone's included. Like, if anyone wants to, like, one of our riders, Callum, he's the main artist. And,
Sick.
like, he does all the work for us, and like, obviously we pay him to do the art. Like, he does us a good rate because he's a friend, and it's like we all support each other. It's like if anyone's got an idea, they pitch it. Callum will go away, draw it, and then eventually we've got sick graphics. And
I like that it's really like non-hierarchical. It's a really good way to run a brand.
I'm not the boss, but like, it's like I just own the brand.
You just happen to have the vision.
Yeah.
It's so sick that you've got Callum to do the majority of your art as well.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Like Rob Winston's contributed on a few as well. Like it's just like Rob had some really good ideas with like obviously Casino the movie. So he had a few visions. So like every drop we do, we're going to do like a movie inspired board, and then but yeah, anything that's drew from scratch, Callum's on the art.
Yeah, rad.
Yeah.
And obviously with you having OG distribution,
It kind of
straight away you got the network of
yeah,
shops
it
to
just
get
kind
it
of helped the way. And I think people wanted to support me off the back of what happened with Karma, so it was like I kind of felt like it was a now or never moment. So people were messaging
you hit
me.
it at the right time.
Yeah, people were messaging me saying, "Oh, you've done a great job, Rare Tear." And I was like, maybe I did. Did I do a great job? And I was like, maybe I did.
Well,
the fact that 10 plus people from Karma Supertoxic left at the same time as you shows how much we value leadership.
That's why Casino was born, because it was kind of like, you've got yours, I've got mine. Let's see where we go, and then tell me I didn't do a good job. I don't pay myself. I do it like, do you know what I mean? I don't make any money, so it's like, it's more of, this is a brand for the homies. And we've got a few, like we've just took on Adam from Leeds, so it's not just a Birmingham skate brand. And it's like, we've got Jess and we've got Ollie from like Kettering Ways. And
Ollie's
like,
such a good catch, man.
Ollie's like literally one of the best skaters.
I love running into him. His hats are really tall, and he's got all these gold teeth. I've known him since he was like such a young kid.
It's mad that nobody knows that he's like literally going to be one of the best skaters out the UK. Like,
Man, he's sick.
Yeah,
he's actually really sick. He's so
really
consistent, man.
He always just used to commit to everything if it was.
And he skates so like. I hate filming lines. Like, so like if we film it, like I hate filming anyone do lines because I hate chasing them and chasing all. My man goes fast, powerful, and then I'm like, I'm just like, please land it, let's go, because I've just got no more to give. Like, I'm ready to pack up before.
It's you that's got no more to give.
Yeah. I'm pulling muscles, chasing him with the camera.
Yeah. No, he's sick. I love.
He's really good, man.
Wait, hold on a sec. Chill out.
Don't tell me to chill out.
All right, I'm sorry. We need to talk about this episode's sponsor,
Which is
Slowgold Clothing Co. Take it away, Toby.
So Slowgold was started in 2018 by complete and utter legends Stu Cancelo and Laurie Sherman.
The best thing about Slowgold Clothing Co., in my opinion, is that it's actually designed by skateboarders for skateboarders. The quality is incredible. This is Millerain wax canvas, which means it's a little bit water resistant when you're out on your motorbike or skating home from the session and there's a little bit of bad weather.
Slowgold also hook up a bunch of rippers.
They do.
We've got Alex Halford, Jordan Thackeray, Sam Beckett, and everyone's favourite, Horsey. Slowgold have very kindly given us a discount code for 20% off your order.
20%?
20.
That's a lot.
Twice as many as 10.
Yeah.
If you enter BrainDrain20 at checkout at slowgold.co.uk, you'll get 20% off your order and you get free shipping and you'll get stickers because they're skateboarders and everyone loves stickers, so they know you're going to love it.
That is true, yeah.
Love it. Yeah, these guys are rad. Thanks for the hookup and sponsoring the episode.
Thank you very much.
Should we go back to the episode now, Forde?
Yeah, let's go back to the episode in 3, 2, 1.
Your mum. Was it always your aim to do your own distribution thing? Because you were a removal man before, right?
I was a removal man, so basically.
What's the biggest piece of furniture you got through the smallest door?
An American. an American fridge freezer.
Them big fuckers.
Down 5 flights of stairs.
Oh,
Did
on
you
your
drop
own?
it?
On a stack truck with me and one lad. Do you know how scary that is? Because when it goes, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're crushed.
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs,
I'm just imagining that friend scene when they go, pivot!
Oh, I love that scene. Pivot.
I fucking hate Friends, but that's
yeah.
funny.
You know, like every time that I've had to move a sofa through a door, it always gets stuck.
There's a technique.
Yeah, what is the technique? It's just
Yeah.
like,
I can't even tell you. You just like you learn.
You gotta
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah,
You had to be there.
is
It's
it
like,
like,
my boss that like when I was I was a removal man and I never thought I'd stick it, but like it was a family-run business and like Andrew and Claire who run the business, they look like they accepted me into their family. They paid me really well, and they taught me so much. But it was just like, yeah, it's an art. Like it is an art, and it's a fucking ball ache. It's hard work, but
Yeah.
I think towards the end, it was off the back of COVID, the housing market crashed, and then like it was going quiet, and like he kind of just said to me, "You might need to find another job," and I'm quite like I'm literal, so like if you say something to me,
You're gonna go do it.
I'll get a bit scared, I'll have a little panic, and then I'm like, "Yo, what am I gonna do?" And I was kind of like, I hit up you guys because of like Heathen. And like without Heathen, it would never have happened because like you guys were down to back it, and it was like I kind of just had a vision. It had a good backstory. It's been around for years. It had a bit of a hiatus, and like Rob had Sabbath, so like so then again
You already had a few
skateboarding.
really good brands. in
Yeah,
there.
skateboarding and friends made a dream happen. Really, that's what happened. People back each other, and then so like now.
yeah, I mean, you got a good selection of brands now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you've done it a year now, haven't you? So
Done our first year the
Yeah.
other day, and like it's been stressful. There's
Yeah, of
ups
course
and
it has.
downs,
Yeah.
and like the market's slow and then fast, and then like so like
But you've been selling a lot of those THC bolts, right?
the THC
That sketty
bolts,
butter
yeah,
wax,
yeah,
fucking hell.
THC and sketty butter are the fastest selling bolts and wax you will not believe.
Yeah.
Paul Barry at sketty butter.
When I was in Paris,
He's in the
How much
shed.
is he making?
Oh mate, he
Like-
can't make enough.
Is that his full? Has he got a job on the side as well?
Yeah, I think he's a paint and decorator full time, but like I think he's had to have a break off that now just because of like some other issues. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
my man's making that wax, and he's
Yeah.
in
Good
that
wax.
shed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's mad how such a good little idea.
yeah.
It just sells. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've never bought a block of wax. I've never been into a skate shop and bought a block of wax, but I cannot keep wax. Me and Rob talk about it all the time. People buy wax, and I cannot keep it in stock. Like,
Yeah.
it's stressful. Like,
Yeah, when I think I told you when I was out in doing that Adidas thing in Paris, when all the other buyers were there, and I mentioned it, I was like, if you're not doing it, THC and sketty butter, you sell it all day long. And it's true.
It's
I mean,
mad.
we sell
It's
so
mad.
much of that shit.
I think it's so sick. Like, it's so
Yeah.
cool. And like, like same with the THC stuff. The THC bolts, the concept and idea. It's mad that no one thought of that 10 years ago.
I mean,
It's like,
it's so simple.
and it's such a he's got.
Can we get a Brain Drain collab THC bolt?
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, right,
Cool.
we've done the wax.
I know
so-
that.
Yeah.
I know the guys that do the THC. It's Luke.
It's Luke from Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not Leicester. He's Leicestershire.
Leicestershire.
He's kind of out of it, but he's done like 51 skateboards since like the early 2000s.
I only just saw that Luke recently. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
he used to do loads of videos. I think he still does.
Yeah, like Luke's sick as well. Like,
Yeah.
like it's every brand I sell for and represent that it's all skateboard owned. It's all grassroots brands. There is no big marketing budget. There is nothing. It's just skateboarders making skate products for other skateboarders, and like that's something that's my main ethos of what my distribution was. It's us smaller brands sticking together and like having one place to sell it all to the shops and just have a bit of fun with it and see where it goes. Mate, I owe so much to Karma. Like, I even with all what happened, there's no bad vibes for me. Like, yeah, whatever's whatever, and business is business.
You
But
learned what you needed to
I
learn.
learned
at the
so
time.
much. I got to go on loads of great trips, and like they're people that I considered as friends until the end. Like we was close, and like it just got harder and harder, and like business isn't always good for friendships, and like so both ended a bit sour, and we are where we are today. But it helped me in my journey through life, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've always faked it till I made it, and I've still never made it.
Same. in case anybody wants to buy any wax, make sure you go to rollersnakes.co.uk and get the Brain Drain Sketty Butter Wax. Or hit up, or hit up OG.
So good.
Or hit up OG Distribution if you want to get it stocked in your shop. It's the hottest selling wax on the market right now.
Slippiest wax going.
Let's talk about OG when he broke his arm.
Oh yeah, the
Tell us about the.
It wasn't a Hall of Meat, was it? It was on the Ride Channel one. It was like the guillotine.
I can't remember what it's called now.
It was like, I remember it on the Ride Channel, and their logo for it was like an old fashioned guillotine.
Yeah.
And you was at Flow Skate Park.
That's my biggest viewed video ever. I am famous for falling.
I reckon you should.
What did you do?
I reckon you should screen grab that at the key points and put it on a casino board. Like,
That'd be fucking funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
Sequence of you snapping your arm off.
it's so bad.
I don't want to see it. Don't send it here, by the way, Fraser. I know he's looking for it. No, don't send it.
James Hewett on the Ride Channel.
But no, watch the video. It's like,
Don't send it to me.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that was one of the scariest falls. I don't even know what. I'd literally been in the skate park 10 minutes.
You were trying to 50-50 the top rope, right? You were trying to air
when
out.
the quarter was smaller as well.
Yeah, not even an extension there.
Yeah.
And that's still
Not
big.
even an extension.
Not even an extension.
That's still big.
It's
with
still
the
big
extension
with the
there.
extension, yeah.
So
What were
run,
you-
run us through that. What the fuck were you thinking?
Was it frontside air to wall ride? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
so
saying?
like front side, indie, 50, rag back in.
Sorry, you can't do frontside indies, mate.
All right.
It's a
Just a
frontside
front side.
Front side grab.
Boom as AOG.
Front side grab to 50-50 on the wall and pull
Yeah.
back in. And like,
And that's just wood as well, isn't it? There's no coping or anything on it.
yeah,
It's just,
like I've never, like, it was obviously a skate comp and I've never been like, I can skate, I can do my stuff. But I always like to like kind of stand out a bit. So I kind of like always wanted to stall the wall. And I thought it was a great idea to try that day. And then, yeah, the first couple of goes, I was like, oh, I can get up there. And then, like, I think it was like the fifth go, I got up there, but my back foot kind of like missed the board. And then I kind of started thinking I was about to do a backflip. It felt like a backflip, like, do you know, slow motion. But like, I also felt like a wrestler doing the elbow drop from the top rope. But yeah, so it was like, yeah, there was just no stopping it. I thought I could do it. And now I look back, I should have just back-bonused it, but yeah.
So what did you do? Fall back onto your arm?
Yeah, so I literally felt like foot got hooked, and as I fell, I kind of fell in a perfect position, and it was like either my head or put your arm out, and I didn't. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put it out straight because it would have probably left my body. But yeah, like the first thing that hit the floor was the elbow, and you know when you like hit the floor, and I was like, like it dislocated and broke the elbow, and it was like
because you kind of look at it in the video first.
I pick up my arm, and all the nerves are. My hand's just doing that uncontrollably. I'm like, yo, it's fucked. Help!
Yeah. I'm gonna put the video in 3 seconds. So if you don't want to see it, look away about now.
What did you have to have done to it? Do you have? Don't.
Well,
I don't want to
Was
say.
it a clean break or dislocation?
So like, I dislocated it, and it broke the bit that holds you. Like, so obviously with your muscles, there's something that resists your arm just like flopping out all the time. So I can't even remember. I broke something. So like when they took me into hospital, they tried to relocate it, and every time it relocated, it would pop, and then as soon as they let go, it just go back out. So like obviously
And you were conscious whilst this was
yeah,
happening?
so I'm conscious while they're doing it. So then they give me some morphine or something.
I bet you enjoyed that.
No, well, I actually react really bad on it. So like they're doing it, and I just started. I must have like been out of it, and I started going rage on them, like fucking trying to fight people with a can. Like, the worst bit is they kicked me out the hospital. So like they tried 5 times, it's not working. I'm like, I'm going mad,
Imagine getting
swinging
kicked
my
out.
canky arm around. They kicked me out the hospital. I had to call my mum. My mum's like, what have you done? Don't want to hear it. No sympathy. Picks me up and has to take me to another hospital. So I had to drive back to Birmingham with my arm just swinging around. Left my car in Nottingham and like, yeah. So like the hospital kicked me out. But it was their fault because they give me these drugs and I don't even remember it. But like my mum turned up and she was like, you was going wild. And it's like, yeah, I was just drugged. It's just the drugs.
It affects people in different ways, doesn't it? Like people tend to. Is it the gas or the?
It was the drugs. It was like the gas and air I'm fine with. I don't like gas and air.
Maybe it's morphine then, or whatever it is. It just makes you go fucking mental. Don't put it on the screen, please.
I'm not.
It's called free fall. Oh. Look, foot comes off. Oh, damn. I'm looking down. It was like, do you know when you can't stop it?
Your fucking hand, the way you're holding it is fucking
The geezer that
worse.
filmed it, like, he messaged me afterwards, and he was like, I haven't done anything with the footage. I'll delete it. I was like, nah, send it, mate.
Oh, bless him.
I was like, nah, man, that was a good bail. Like, yeah.
That's.
You can't take a fall like that and not have it out there.
Yeah, that was.
Have you had any injuries?
Not terrible. Like, from my ankle a few times.
Yeah.
The
first time you roll an ankle is the worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
That first, like.
I never rolled an ankle.
Shut up.
I've never rolled my ankle.
He's not going to roll them in D3s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You're more likely to on a high sole shoe.
I've only ever broke them. I've never rolled them. I've never been that lucky.
Never
Never
been
been
a
that
roll
lucky.
and a break all
He
in
always
one.
finishes his dinner.
And now I've got metal plates in both, so you can't roll them.
But then if you were to go and your ankle rolls,
It probably
that roll would
disintegrated
go
my
up
ankle.
to your knee, wouldn't it?
Oh, mate. Don't dread that day.
Yeah, that's the
Dread
problem,
that
isn't it?
day.
Like, it's like when people break their wrist and they have pins and stuff, putting it to rebuild it, then when you land on it again, especially like, doesn't Dayton, didn't he have his locked for a bit?
Locked in place?
Yeah, because it was so fucked. But then if you fall on it, that flex is not there, so it goes further up, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, well, like, I've got metal elbow, metal ankles, and it's like if something touches, like if I hit them,
You,
Vibrates through the body.
yeah,
When you go
you
through
feel the
the,
screws go in deep.
Ooh,
Oh, mate, it's horrible.
Fuck that. Do you set off all the alarms when you go through an airport?
No, because it's
you're not allowed to fly.
Is it Teflon or something? What is it? It's
Aluminium, isn't it? No,
no,
aluminium's
it's
weak, innit?
not. It's not.
Titanium.
Titanium, so it don't set off
Nice.
Got titanium.
OG the titanium man.
Bionic.
So we
what do you
spoke.
want to speak about now?
I was going to say we spoke about how Alice got into skateboarding, but what skateboarders did you or do you look up to, especially from the female skateboarding movement, because you're quite active in bringing together the female non-binary scene.
Yeah.
So who's currently crushing it? That's in the Birmingham scene as well, but go wild, worldwide,
Like-
whatever.
Oh, in Birmingham, I skate with Zara and Fatima quite a lot. And they
Yeah.
kill it, man. Like, Fatima killed it this year. Like, you know, she's one of those people that will, like, she'll learn a trick and then she's got to take it everywhere. Like, she learned shoves on flat and straight away. She was, like, learn them on banks, trying to learn them on street spots. And it's just so fucking cool to see. Like, because when I was younger, we'd, like, you know, I'd learn loads of flatland tricks in car parks, but they just stay in the car parks.
Yeah.
Whereas it's nice to see people nowadays, like, especially like Fatima, like, learning these flatland tricks and then applying them
Taking them to the streets.
straight away,
Yeah.
taking them to the streets and taking them to obstacles. So I think it forces you to get better way quicker. But there's loads of UK girls killing it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like
Who's
Connie's
your
been killing
favourite?
it. Oh, Helena's always been amazing.
Helena's
yeah,
sick,
she's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
But then,
Helena's
like-
got longevity in skateboarding. You
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
that. And I just watched recently. Did you see the video that Lois did about sheep herding?
No.
Where she just kind of left skateboarding and became a sheep herder. And I was like, fuck, now I want to be a sheep herder.
I only just started seeing
mad.
that Connie from Liverpool. She's
Yeah, she kills
sick.
it. She
Yeah,
kills
yeah.
Connie's smashing it.
There's
Freya
quite-
in Sheffield.
Freya's,
Freya's
got
amazing.
such like an
Lily's
aggressive
McTwist.
style.
Lily's McTwist
Yeah,
was
first female
insane.
in the UK
Yeah,
to do McTwist.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
insane.
Sick though, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Girls
insane.
killing it.
Seen loads of
She did it
controversy.
good as
Yeah, do you see all the negativity on the comments?
Oh,
And that was
that was
horrible,
What, these,
dumb,
man.
what, these
So
negative
dumb.
comments about someone doing a 5'4"?
Because I think
That
Sky
way,
Barr
yeah,
had done it.
yeah,
She's not
yeah.
from the UK, man. Like,
But, yeah.
she's, yeah.
I saw. I was
Skateboarders find anything to be petty about.
It's always
Yeah,
other men
it's
as well. It's like,
hard.
shut up, man. Just be happy for her. Like, people just love to
She
whinge.
killed it. It was sick.
Yeah, man, she
I
man.
can
fucking killed
guarantee
it, man.
that
It
those
was hard.
people that talk
I've never done a
shit,
540.
they couldn't spin
And
a
Creations
540.
Vert, for the faint, mate. Like it's
Yeah.
big. Like, I don't know if it's
Yeah,
it's big in the aspect of, but mate, I've skated
I'd say
that thing.
it's big. I've
It's
never dropped it in. Like,
It's big.
Yeah, Lily's sick. Lily's so sick. She just had a back tail photo out on Vert, I think,
Sick.
somewhere.
Yeah,
on
It
his
said
skate
Bristol.
companion.
It says in Bristol, but I can't think where the ramp is.
No, it's back rail slide.
The back,
back
rail,
rail slide.
Sick picture.
Did you see recently? I know it's off subject, but Antihero in the UK, they put a photo in Bristol and said that it was in Leeds.
What was the
Bless
first?
Frank
Bristol.
Gerber doing a front board, I think, off the high ledge in Bristol, and they put like this something like this rare spot in Leeds, and I was just like,
I think I saw
complain
it.
about that, not about
Yeah.
someone's progression
Yeah.
on a fucking skateboard.
I thought it was sick, man.
people just love
Back
to
in
whinge
it.
sometimes, don't they, man?
It's skateboarding. It wouldn't be anywhere without the fucking whinging.
We're all
Yeah, true.
haters.
True.
Should we talk about big trousers?
You want to talk about OG's big trousers? I mean, Alice is in big trousers too.
Yeah, I know, but OG's...
Big trousers again.
OG's my style inspiration. Look,
There
we've
you
both,
go,
both got our
yeah.
chains, our baggy tops. And
We
all
did a
sorts.
TikTok video together.
Yeah, we did
Someone
little
said I
TikTok
look-
dances.
Someone said I look like her dad.
Yeah,
Oh, would you? I was just
I was
about
with
to
my dad
say.
the whole time.
Dad and daughter clip someone put.
I was just about to say, did someone comment like sick to see skating with your dad?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that
we've
was.
had. I think was it last year we went out and we both literally wore the same thing. We both had the
Yeah,
chain, same
yeah,
colour top, baggy
yeah.
trousers. We got a picture together, and I was like, yeah.
It was on
I think the biggest ones was it when you came to do that government thing.
they were big. They were.
What?
Yeah, they were.
I've had them tailored since.
What to be
Fucking
bigger?
Professional
hell.
No,
tailored.
so at the bottom I've had them so they go in.
Oh, you were telling me that, weren't
Yeah,
you?
so
Did you
they're
have
9 inches around the bottom, 1 inch off. So it's a 9-inch cuff, 1 inch off.
That's still
Adam from Leeds taught
6
me
inches
this.
too wide for my leg.
Don't they slow you down?
Nah, they feel sick.
You know what?
I grew up in that generation of skateboard. It's so sick to have it back. I'm backing it. 100%.
I've seen a big debate about baggy versus slim trousers, and people obviously saying if you're in slim trousers, you're going to skate faster because you're more aerodynamic.
I mean, they got a point, but it depends. I don't think it really comes into
I think
it.
you just feel more fluid in baggy clothes though. Like I just feel more comfortable. Also, I think for girls, there's that level of less chance of being sexualized. Like I just feel more comfortable. Like if I'm in tight clothes at the skate park, like you just feel like it's, I don't know. I don't like that shit.
I feel like
don't
everyone
wanna be
looks,
looked at.
every trick just looks better in baggy clothes.
Yeah.
There's definitely style points with someone that can pull off baggy clothes, 100%. Because one of the questions we asked someone on recently was like, why are you still skating in slim trousers? That was for Frelful, weren't it? Like, you're still skating in slim trousers.
Yeah,
But I mean,
Slim trousers is like, it just gives me the ick. Like I hate people wearing skinny jeans. Like, do you remember when it was popular with the crew? Remember the crew days?
Crew K Slims.
I was still in baggy jeans.
I had the Crew K Slims.
Yeah, I refused.
You've never not wore baggy jeans.
Do you know what? I bought a pair of slim jeans once. Went to Mansfield, filmed a clip, saw the clip, and threw the jeans away. I tried to convert.
Well?
I tried to convert to skinny jeans, and I just looked at the video, and it's just not me.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
you in skinny trousers.
It's like, do you remember when gangsters used to be scary, like standing in the streets in their baggy Echo tracksuits, and now they're wearing like skinny jeans and massive shoes?
I had an Echo.
They're always cuffed at the bottom.
Yeah.
Even I had an Echo tracksuit. When it was like
That's what I
it was
mean.
like a full sand colour with the big logo.
I used to skate in this
Well, sick.
shiny denim Wu-Tang jorts and a denim jacket.
Is there any evidence?
Any footage?
No.
There is.
Before
There
cameras.
definitely is.
There's got to be.
He's too shy.
The best outfit when you came here that time, what did Rob refer to you as like
Bin bag.
no, he said you
hates
were
how
a
you
bin
dress,
man.
man.
Like,
The shiny tracksuit. That tracksuit's
Yeah.
sick. The
Yeah,
government
we could
tracksuit
hear
is
you
sick.
walking in because it was like.
I felt
I
like
guess
Peter
that's
Smalley.
aerodynamic as well.
Yeah.
technical stuff. That
Yeah, man.
to make you skate better when you got a tracksuit on.
I actually, I'm not a tracksuit. Depending on what I wear, depends on how I skate. So, like, if I'm wearing something that I don't like, I can't skate. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird because I've had rare occurrences where I've looked down and I've been like, legs and shoes are amazing. And I've had the best skate because of what I'm looking down at. So
It's
I
mad.
get that, like
I've left work before and gone skating. I'm like, I haven't took a change of clothes. So I've gone skating in my work clothes and I can't skate.
yeah, no,
So,
it makes sense.
Yeah, I always try and get it out of my head, but I just can't. Yeah. No.
It definitely makes sense. Right, so we spoke about past. Did we speak about current sponsors? We spoke about past sponsors because you're on Ace.
Yeah,
Night shoes.
Through Rock Solid and Sabbath is
Sabbath
like, in the
wheels.
works a little bit. Rob
Lovenskate.
started talking
We're all
about-
on Sabbath wheels.
Sabbath's the
Also
best.
available
Fast as
through
fuck.
OG distribution.
Yeah.
So how did the Ace thing come about? Because you had a couple of clips in the new open return
Honestly,
video.
I didn't even know that I was on them until later. But
Well, until
basically,
the video came
No,
out.
so
Oh, there I am.
I used to ride indies when I was younger, and then I think I just decided to make a switch one day. I was like, I want to change, and Ideal had some aces in, so I bought some aces. And after
I just love the look of Ace.
they just look so nice, don't they? And I got like a little crack near the kingpin, and I went to Rob. I was like, have you seen this? Like, I haven't had them for long. Like, I don't know what's going on. And Rob was like, oh, I'll hook you up some through Rock Solid. So I just thought he was just going to get me like a pair just for free. Like, I didn't think it was like a hookup. I thought it was just like he was helping out a friend. And so, I took the trucks, really liked them. And I think a few months later, Rob was like, oh yeah, like now you're on Ace through Rock Solid. I was like, what? He was like, you're on Ace through Rock Solid. And I just thought it was just like a casual hookup. Like, I thought it was just like a one pair kind of thing. And then obviously Lucian hit me up to be in the new video, which is really cool. And yeah, it's really
Banging.
cool. Really like the trucks.
Banging.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's good.
cool
look.
brand.
It's rad when stuff like that happens because it might have been a case of like you get a set of trucks with a note like you ride for Ace, and it might have been like, oh,
Yeah, I
but
didn't even
because you didn't know
realise.
you was on it,
Yeah.
it's just naturally been like, well, I'm skating them now, so it's comfortable.
Yeah.
That's banging.
It's a
You
really
ride
cool
in
brand.
Aces now?
No, because I'm on the Indy 215 still, aren't I? I've got
Alright.
but they have bought out a bigger truck now
Yeah.
as well, which I want to try out.
I
See how
think
that
trucks are
goes.
like jeans. Like, do you know, like if I don't like the look of something, I can't skate them. It's like it's such a preconceived judgment.
What trucks
like,
are you on?
Indies.
Yeah.
And it's like
See, I don't like the look of Thunder trucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I fucking think they
Yeah.
look.
They look like they don't turn the way I want them to, even though I've never tried
Are
them.
they the ones where you put the... you have to twist it with like the little... What's the one bit of the Allen key? Oh, I can't talk now. I don't know.
What with like the...
What, with Thunders?
Is it Thunders where you have to
Nah.
insert the little key?
No,
rather
I
than-
mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
a classic
That's
truck.
inverted
an
kingpin ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunders don't do that.
What
Slappy
does
do.
that?
Grind
Crux
King
do,
used to do that.
Grind King,
Grind-
Are they any
independent.
good? Because
They-
I swear
I
my
don't-
friend used to really struggle to
Does
tie
Grind King
loose
still
now.
exist?
Yeah.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
What truck were they called? Creeper trucks or
Creeper
something?
trucks
Where
are
they
sick.
were like, where
Remember
they
the
were like,
glow in the dark on?
oh, I'd love for that too. I want to go back to skating element boards
Can
with
you-
Destructo trucks.
Have you seen
That's
Creeper
what I
trucks?
No.
Can you Google that? Creeper
Can you
with a
send
K.
us some Creeper trucks?
I bet they still exist.
sick.
somewhere.
I couldn't afford them when I was younger.
Because they were pretty elaborate, that design.
Yeah,
they
at the
They
time.
were glow in the dark,
Really
red,
expensive.
glow in the dark or black, inverted kingpins.
Do you remember Fury trucks?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Fury
I used to
trucks.
ride
They had
those.
that mad technology, didn't they? Back like
It wasn't that mad.
Yeah, it was. It was something. There was some reason.
So what
why-
it was a base plate, and it had a ball pivot cup, but the base plate had things that held the truck bolt nuts, so you could put them in and you only had to turn them up. But they would come loose. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but for my image, that is a perfect truck.
I
they're
liked them when I was a
fucking
kid.
cool.
I couldn't afford them.
yeah, I mean they're fucking.
They're
horrific
emo
things.
as fuck.
What do you think, like, one of the worst trucks is? Because I think crooks are pretty bad, but all of my American mates, they all rave over
I used to
Crook
ride
trucks.
crooks.
Crooks
until,
have been around for a
I
long
used to-
time.
that-
But some people are like,
Cheap
say they
go-to.
don't turn.
Crooks were the cheap go-to back in the
Yeah.
day. Like
Rest
they
in
could,
Peace has always been on Crux.
Always crooks trucks.
I jumped on Indies because of the indie hype. Everyone's like, Indies are the best. So once I went to Indies.
Tensor had a hype for 5 minutes this
I hate
year
Tensors 'cause
because
they
it
had
was
that
like
plastic bit.
they grind anything, but that was just
Oh, the mag lights do
mag
look good.
lights.
I've heard they are good as well.
I think it's just trucks you find what you like and just stick to it, isn't it?
It's mad how they're all so different as well.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they all turn slightly different.
Are they all different, or do we all just think they're different?
No, they are different.
Do you
No,
reckon?
they're
no, like
So I
they do
went
have
from-
different turning radiuses, 100%.
I really noticed it going from Thunder to Ace.
Because you're an ace now, predominantly, right? Are you back on Thunder?
I wore through them. I ground them down, which is the first time I've ever done that.
That's because you're a sloppy king.
But the difference was at the point, like when you do a tray flip, that point, the split second before your tail hits the ground,
Yeah.
on Ace, it was like almost like a delayed turn, and then at that point, it really whipped round. And it was the same thing with turning. I mean, I'm overthinking it, but
It's mad how we
with
overthink
Ace,
it, yeah.
you could really turn quick at the last minute. You could,
I agree. That's one thing
you
I
can
really like
turn
about
real
them.
sharp. Thunder's a
Yeah.
little bit more of a mellow curve,
Yeah.
which is fine because
I take the cap off my Ace truck so I can
Yeah.
get as loose as I want.
you
I
have
tried,
loose trucks, don't you?
I was going to say, do you
Yeah.
do anything to modify them? Because when I got them, I had to change the rubbers in them.
Yeah, I either
Because
flip it or take the cap
but
off.
it seemed like I could tighten it down and they were still really loose.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted them really loose, but not like
Yeah, you have fucking
where my
ridiculous
bolt
trucks.
was like hanging off.
Yeah,
I
my
like
bolt
having
would
loose.
fall off.
I like having loose trucks, but with the bolt being in a secure
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
So
I don't know how you guys do
I
that,
did
like-
used to have them like that, but now with 215s, a wide truck, you can't have a wide truck that's
Yeah.
got like a turning radius like that. It just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But mine aren't that loose, or maybe they are, but they don't feel it because they're like,
No,
I've got
they
the
are
biggest
loose.
indies possible.
Hi, it's Toby here, your mum's favourite presenter from the Brain Drain Show. I'm here to talk to you about Rollersnakes, and I've got an absolutely fantastic double-digit discount code to give you, so stay tuned. Rollersnakes was founded in 1985 by Sir Paul Haynes, which makes it one of the UK's oldest skater-owned stores. Rollersnakes stocks all the shit-hot brands, including Adidas, Brixton, Carhartt, DC, Element, Independent, Levi's, New Balance, Palace, Polar, Santa Cruz, Spitfire, Thrasher, Volcom and Vans, and many, many more. At Rollersnakes, there is a free-to-use indoor skate park, indoor mini-ramp, and outdoor skate park, which I designed, and it's really good, and everyone loves it, and if you don't, then you suck, don't come here. We also put on numerous events throughout the year where you can turn up for free and win loads of prizes. Rollersnakes have given us a discount code for Brain Drain listeners. Enter Brain Drain 10 at checkout for 10% off your next order. Minimum spend £30. Terms and conditions apply. Go to rollersnakes.co.uk and buy all of your stuff and things immediately, if not sooner. That was me, your mum's new best friend. Tell your mum stop texting me. Over and out. Goodbye.
So on here, there's really only one more question that we got written down, but you feel free to go off on a tangent. I wanted to know more about the Birmingham skate scene, the legends, pros from Birmingham, and Kris Vile.
Kris Vile. The powerhouse.
Shall we start on Kris Vile? Tell us it.
What, should we knock him out?
Start on Kris Vile.
I reckon Kris Vile better you.
Yeah, he'd have you to
He's
be
on
honest.
Casino, isn't he?
Yeah, Kris Vile's on Casino. And rightly so.
Tell us about that.
Well, I think he was on almost for a while.
Yeah.
He's just been plodding along doing his own thing, but Chris's talent supersedes anything like that. So like,
And he's been around for a very, very, very long
he's
time.
like he's probably my oldest friend in skateboarding. To be fair. We grew up together. He lived the high life. He had the best sponsors, got paid to do it, and he worked hard doing it. So, yeah, what else is there to say about Kris, really? He's a fucking machine.
Has he got a part coming out? I know you were.
He's got clips in the new video. So like,
new video. Give us info about that. Who's in it?
So, obviously, the Casino video, everyone on the team's just hungry. So, we went out getting the clips, and everyone's like, I want to get more clips. So, yeah.
And you're filming it, yeah?
Yeah, I'm filming it. Yeah, so I've got a nice little HD camera now, and it works well. So,
Is that the
I
same
can't
one
believe
that
you
we
switched
had?
to HD.
yeah, I had to just moving with the times.
Is that the same camera?
The same, yeah.
What was it?
The HCX 1000.
That's it, yeah.
With the Nikon lens.
Yeah, I really like it. Best camera I've used in a long time. Great in low light.
It's a very good It's a very, very good low light camera, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
why you had to get rid of it because
Yeah.
people wanted you to film at night.
Yeah, because it's always
didn't wanna leave the
dark
house.
in the car park.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, so like, yeah, we're just getting clips, and now it's just turned into like, we're calling it the intro because it's like the introduction to Casino. Because the first drop of boards we did, we sold out. We made a few more after that, and I kind of just feel like to make the brand a bit more legitimate, we've done the adverts in the magazines, and now it's just time to let people know what the vision is.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, Kris has got some sick clips in it. Kris is unstoppable. Like, I have to rein him in sometimes because otherwise it'd be a Kris Vile video because he's just, he's a machine.
I think you should just let him go wild on it.
And for the next video we will, but like, I wouldn't want to put the brakes on anybody in the team because they all deserve as much light as each other. So,
Is Kris going to get a pro board?
uh,
I mean, he's
maybe.
never had a board out on anyone, has he?
I think Kris deserves a pro board, and like,
he had a 3rd foot guest board.
I had that board when I
many
was
years
younger.
ago.
yeah,
Black
the
and
magic
white,
wand,
wasn't it?
the magic wand.
Many years ago,
It was
yeah.
like symmetrical tail and nose. Everyone loved it, and like I back Kris the fullest. Like, I'm down to make the pro board happen, and I just think as friends go, like, yeah, he will get a pro board, and as business goes, I just want him to just put something out that makes it. I don't want people to think he got a pro board just because he's my homie. I want to have a bit of material to show this is why Kris Vile is still not to be fucked with because he's sick, mate.
Is he still getting bans?
I think that ended, yeah. So like, I'm pretty sure he's on Sabbath and Casino now. But yeah, like
An ideal?
an ideal. He's born an ideal boy, isn't it? Like,
He was born in ideal.
He might as well have been. We're all ideal to the death, mate. So like, yeah, we back that shit, and they've looked after us. We do the shop rights and stuff like that. So yeah, you can't just like when you have a hometown and it's such a solid shop, it just keeps the city. Without places like Ideal, fuck knows what we'd do. Like, yeah, we're lucky to have the DIY. Like, it gets overlooked. Like, obviously, I skate there all the time, so I find it a little bit boring. But like,
It's only because you're there so much.
yeah, but without that, the last few years would be dead. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, Birmingham's such a big city.
It's restarted the scene as well, those
Yeah.
guys have.
We
It's
have
probably
nowhere to
united
skate
loads
in
of people.
Birmingham. There's not one good
Yeah.
skate park. We
Yeah,
have
there's
a
not.
massive indoor skate park.
And it's
They
terrible.
don't cater to
They
all
don't give a shit.
skateboarding at
It's the
all.
second biggest city in the UK, isn't it?
And we have no good skate
And
parks.
it
Yeah.
doesn't make any
we
sense.
have Bournebrook and like there's a few others on the outskirts, but they're just not worth travelling to.
We
It's
have
just
to
not
we have
worth
to
it.
travel an hour and a half if it's not
Yeah.
dry. Like if
Yeah.
it's wet, there's nowhere to skate.
Yeah.
Well, if it's wet, you you'd always come here and skate the mini ramp or the ramp.
We'd seen a drive over an hour to get here than go to Creation.
Yeah.
Because it's just not worth it.
Rollersnakes actually has the best mini ramp I've skated in a long time, and they keep filling it up with skateboards.
Rob was not happy about that the other day.
It's not. I'm going to back Toby. It's not Toby's decision.
I could find you loads of space in that warehouse to put those skateboards. They wouldn't all be together, but there's like alleyway space.
That's the problem. It has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah. But that mini ramp,
we have.
That mini ramp is sacred. It's fucking sick, and it needs.
All right, well, let's definitely cut it down and get rid of it or something.
No.
Because there was talks of rebuilding
his
it and
heart.
cutting it down a little bit.
No.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I think what you've done is sick because you've catered for so many different abilities. But I think that mini ramp is sick. You can go and film clips in that mini ramp and they're legit. But everywhere else is kind of just a bit play, which is cool. It's good to feel have everything you've got in the car park. You can have fun on, but you can kind of go and get book on the mini ramp.
Yeah, you have to apply yourself.
Yeah.
On that
well, I mean, that was the whole idea with the outside is to make it so you can just turn up.
It's so enjoyable.
And you can warm
low
up
impact.
as you get into it.
Yeah. Then you've got the other indoor bit, which is still low impact, but you can still get a bit wild on it, especially the ramp to vert wall that you fucking back disastered.
Yeah, that was mad.
That was gnarly.
That was mad.
But I don't see why you'd make it any smaller because you've got everything else you need.
Yeah.
Well, do you think that ramp's better than the ideal ramp that was under the?
I think they're both comparable to.
Because I only went to that ramp once.
Ideal's ramp.
I learned to drop in on that ramp.
I didn't dare skate
Ideal's
it
ramp
because
was
the
the best
was
mini ramp in the country because it was dedicated to the mini ramp, and the transition wasn't too intense.
How come it went? Was it just too costly to maintain?
I think the owners of the building just got complacent with doing prices and just it didn't make. Ideal had the ramp and they never made no money because no fucker would pay to go in there because Birmingham skateboarders are all scum like me. I spent like 5 years in there and probably never paid the pennies I should. Yeah. But they never minded because we were all progressing as skateboarders. So it's skateboarders tight, aren't they? We all try to blag it, and it's the ramp's purpose was never to make money, but when it comes to business, how can you keep the ramp open when people put the prices up or whatever?
Digbough's just getting gentrified more
and
more.
Digbough's is bougie
It's such a gentrified area now. When I used to go there when I first moved to Brum, or when I was younger, it was just warehouses everywhere. It's warehouses, and it was it was nice. It was
now
fun.
it's like bars and
so many
venues.
Bars. You get there on a Friday, you're getting shouted at by some random perm. You get so many idiots about.
When I quit skateboarding, the first bit to come back to skateboarding was the Ideal mini ramp. So I think without the Ideal mini ramp, I wouldn't have got back into skateboarding.
Why did you quit?
Because I'd skated from so young.
Yeah.
And I'd done all the trips and going away on holidays, and I think I just kind of got bored of skateboarding.
You completed it?
Not completed it. I just, do you know when you just get bored of doing the same thing all the time? I kind of just got blinded by other types of lifestyles, just hanging around with people on the streets and just got into drugs a little bit and stuff like that. And it's just it was a bit exciting because I'd from such a young age, all I did was skateboard, and then I met this other group of people, and I was like, right, what they're doing looks fun. It was just a downward spiral to a point where it was I need to go back to skateboarding or I'm going to end up in prison. So it was just and then the Ideal mini ramp's there. So yeah, when I bought a skateboard and they're that we got a ramp, made sense.
Yeah, good on you. I wanted to talk a bit about Osiris and that movement that you're involved with now.
Oh mate, Osiris.
Have you got much to do there, or are you just riding for it?
Matt,
who's on the team and?
Well, Matt Law is the boss of the UK side. I think the European maybe as well. I'm not quite sure if that's, but he's definitely in charge of the UK, and he's cool as fuck. I'm down to wear the shoes, and because he's kind of starting it from the ground up again in the UK, because obviously back in the day the scene for Osiris was pretty heavy, man. With
heavy
the Storm and the Road to Nowhere and stuff like that. But yeah, so he's kind of started it from the ground up. I think I was the second or third rider on the team. He's put a few more people on the team, and it's he kind of runs ideas past us all, kind of keeps us all included.
That's good. Like what you're doing with what?
Yeah, and he's got the budget to run the adverts. We're doing trips. We get loads of shoes. We can pick the shoes we want. So I grew up back when D3s were cool as fuck. So yeah.
Who put Charlie on the team, or Joe Hinson's filmer? Because that think about it, that's such an odd one, isn't it? Because like
It's unusual
we
for
know he's
someone.
really good, but like I only knew of him from obviously filming with Joe all the time, which is Charlie. Props to you for sticking with that.
Like we went on our first trip not long ago, and I knew him as Joe's filmer, and I was like, "Do you know what, Charlie?" I was like, "You're too good to be a filmer." I was like, "You need to be a skateboarder."
Because he's not. I was told he wasn't even ever a filmer. He was just there at the park, and Joe was like, "Can you film a clip?" And it spiraled.
I think him hanging around with Joe's helped him a lot though, because he's got some.
Yeah, he
crazy
jumps on the
tricks.
rails
Yeah,
as
he's
well,
just
doesn't he?
jumping. I think if you hang around with someone that's doing something, it makes everything less scary as well, because it's like, oh, he's doing that, I can do that.
Yeah, you see the technique and the way to fall and stuff, don't you?
He's definitely helped his skateboarding, but like, yeah, Charlie's sick, man.
Yeah, he's rad. He's a rad lad to be around. He's so the polar opposite to Joe as well. Like he can be so quiet and just stick to himself.
Yeah, and like he can tear it up, man. Like he's proper.
Yeah, he's got a good heel flip, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got good heel flip.
He's a heel flipper.
And like front shove back 50s on stuff, like on rails and stuff.
No, he
like.
pop shove 50-50s.
yeah.
Yeah, I see him do one
That's
at the
gnarly,
weekend.
man,
Yeah, he's a gnarly lad.
But yeah, Osiris is coming back, man. I'm fully backing it. The shoes are sick. Like, there's probably a bit of stigma that comes with it, but I don't give a shit what people think. So
It's all about the people you have behind it and involved in it that can really shape the company image.
Matt Law's been doing it for a long time.
yeah, and like the shoes are good. Like it's like they're not to everybody's taste, obviously, but they sit well with baggy trousers, so I'm happy. Like I, before that, I'd wear the DC Stevie Williams. That's what I used to just buy them religiously because they were nice, big, chunky shoes. I think now chunky shoes are back in. I think Osiris have a proper space in the market again.
Have they got stash pockets on them?
Not in these ones, though.
That's probably what they need to.
They probably need a
CBD
stash
weed in
pocket.
it.
Maybe we could do
I don't smoke weed,
CBD
though,
pocket.
So.
Yeah.
They need a vape pocket.
a D3 casino
That's so
collab
wet.
with a vape.
Can we get a vape pocket?
Shut
stash
up.
pocket on the tongue.
But yeah, nah, they're doing well, and I hope it goes well. Like the Matt wants it to. Like Matt's got big plans for it, and his visions are there. So I think like if he does what he's planning to do,
Yeah.
it's going to be a good ride. So
Well, if any trips come up and you need someone to film,
yeah.
Hit up Joe Hinson's filmer.
Oh,
yeah, true.
Who won the poll? Who won
Yeah,
the poll?
you
Who
could-
was the better filmer in Joe Hinson?
I don't know, because anytime I see Joe, me and Charlie are together. Me and Charlie are just talking, and he runs over and takes a picture, and I'm like, I know exactly what you're doing. So now I just kind of like, all right, Joe, do whatever you got to do. And I always vote Charlie.
Yeah, I voted for you.
Thank you.
Ah.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
That's why I want to know who won.
I don't know who won.
So you don't even care.
Not really. No, 'cause I'm going to keep. Imagine if Charlie beat me by 5%, and I was like, better stop.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck cares?
But the poll.
Plus, it's a
states
poll
what
on
you
Joe
should do.
Hinson's page.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
so
who cares?
Wow.
Like,
Loads of people. He's sick.
let's get off that. What do you think the future is for yourself with Lovenskate? Is anything coming up? Any trips planned? Because Stu's always pretty active with stuff.
Yeah. We're
Are
going
you
to.
getting involved in any screen printing? Do you know how to screen print now?
So actually, no. So when we went to
Because
Switzerland,
he's so nice, he invited
Yeah,
us. He's
yeah,
like, come and
honestly,
see the studio.
Yeah,
Like, tell us
I've
more
seen the
about
studio
that.
in Tottenham, and it's amazing. Especially like even the thought that like every Lovenskate board that goes out, like Stu's touched that. You know, like he's had
Yeah,
some
he's
some
put
say
some-
like personally.
And then you
It's
get
so
some
cool.
twat come in the shop and they'll go, oh, this one's got a bit of a smudge on it. Well done, dickhead. It's screen
Yeah,
printed it
yeah,
by
but-
one dude doing all of this shit.
Yeah, exactly. But I had a little go in Switzerland. We were in Basel for one of the comps that was happening there. And Stu had like a screen printing workshop and had to go then. It's hard. It's
proper
really
art,
hard.
innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's difficult.
really impressive.
Yeah.
Because I never really considered it. But until you have a go at it, you're like, fucking hell.
It looks
yeah, fair
easy, innit?
play.
But I know I've never
Yeah,
tried,
yeah.
but I know it's not
It's
easy.
cool
It's all
though.
that
I think
setup,
it's so
isn't
cool
it?
that he does
Getting it all in the right place.
Yeah, and
Make
talking
sure
about where he
everything's
gets all the
clean.
materials from and how he does it. Like
Yeah.
each little detail is so important to the creation of the end product. It's so respectable to hear
And
about.
screen printing is not cheap. Like
We-
you
No,
do
it's
your own
not.
screen.
We were saying
it's
to him
not
on that
cheap.
episode, like, your board prices should be more
Yeah,
because
I
you do
agree.
something like 50 colours on a fucking
It's
Yeah,
board.
mad, that
exactly.
is,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're
impressive.
getting them all to line up because the graphics are pretty intricate. There was
his
was
graphics
it
are
Jordan's
crazy.
graphic was just
Jordan and Alex's do
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
and
the
it's
Reese
so-
one that's like mad colourful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets it perfect.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it perfect.
yeah, it's a real art form. That
Yeah.
stuff's rad.
It's so respectable.
So is there any more trips coming up?
Yeah, we're doing Marseille in February,
Nice.
I think.
Oh, that'd be good.
and that'll be
wouldn't
really fun. I think
Yeah.
we're driving there as well. And I always like
cool.
going in the van with those
Yeah, yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun.
it? Who's going on that?
I think it's just the normal crew. Yeah, he Stu put like a message out in the group chat and was like, there's X amount of seats, like if you want to come say now, and then a bunch of people were like, yeah, I'll come. So,
Nice.
Who's
that'd
your
be really
favourite
good.
Lovenskater? Who's your favourite on the team?
Like, in
I know
terms
it's
of how
hard,
they skate,
'cause
or like who I get on with, or
Both. We'll go for both. It's
I
hard
don't know,
because the team's
man.
well diverse. It's
yeah,
really good.
like I really get on with Lucas. Like last trip we went on, I really got
Yeah.
on with Lucas the whole time.
Does he get called Goose with the
Yeah.
Lovenskate guy? Oh,
Actually,
that
yeah, I
name
think
is-
he does a little bit.
that name is
I'm
stuck
not really
since
sure.
like
Callum told me the
2012.
backstory of that as
It was
well.
like me and Mike were just like, because he used to be called Weasel in Coventry.
Weasel.
What do you like more, weasels or geese? And he was like, geese are probably better. And then Mike Simons was just like, Goose, your nickname's Goose, and that stuck.
Yeah, and then Callum made him get that picture at the farms, didn't he?
Which he didn't want to do.
Yeah, he looked petrified.
But yeah, Lucas is rad.
Oh,
Again,
he's
can
Yeah,
be
man.
raised.
can be
They
really.
They all kill it. They all kill it. Like it's like obviously Jordan and Alex kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real silent assassin.
It's mad because
Yeah.
he'll be in the background and you'll turn around and he's just doing some fucked up shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's mad.
If you could have one brand under the OG umbrella, what would it be?
I've got them all.
Oh, that's a good answer.
That's a good
That is
answer.
a fucking good
Got them all.
answer.
Homegrown from the UK, run by skaters, for skaters.
I reckon it should be wrapped upon that because that's a pretty
Yeah,
inspirational quote. You've really
pretty
touched
deep.
my heart there.
Yeah, that was
You've touched my
emotional.
heart.
Okie dokie. Do you want to get OG to sign it
You
off?
want to wrap it up? If you both want to look into that camera, we did this yesterday.
You don't have to do
Why
it.
don't you do it? Why don't you
No,
do
we
it?
got if we either both do it. Or
I know. I reckon, like, no disrespect, but I think OG might deliver this
Yeah, you've got
with
the
a more
voice.
authentic Brum.
Yeah.
Can you deliver it with your teeth out?
Yeah, take your teeth out.
Oh, come on.
Take your teeth out and be like, I'm OG.
And make sure you
you
point.
say this has been Alice as well. That's it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
has
you
been
got-
Alice.
I'm a
No
bit.
longer no Alice. This was Alice. So what we got to say?
My name's OG.
Hold your teeth up.
This is Alice.
This is Alice. You've been watching the Brain Drain show.
These
Go
are my
buy
teeth.
some stuff from OG Distribution.
Nah, do it.
These are my teeth.
I'm OG. This is Alice. These are my teeth.
You know what? Freeball it. Say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Right, all right, wait there.
Yeah, film it. Wait.
I'm OG. This is Alice. Oh, wait, I forgot what to say. Say it again.
You've been watching the Brain Drain
You've been
show.
watching the round. All right, then. So,
And then roll the credits.
roll the credits. Cut.
No, you got to say it all in one.
Yeah, I'm working it out. All right.
All right.
I'm OG. This is Alice. You've been watching the Brain Drain show. Now, fuck off.
Nice.
Oh, do you like that?
Yeah,
Deep
I've
tissue
got-
massage.